Good morning, everyone. I'm Merlin Button, but you can call me Miss Mera. Our lesson for today is about the spiritual self. Albert Einstein once said, "When you examine the lives of the most influential people who have ever walked among us, you discover one thread that winds through them all. They have been aligned first with their spiritual nature and only then with their physical selves." Unlike physical self that focus most in your outer beauty, spiritual self focus in your inner beauty. Your spiritual self is you in your most beautiful and powerful form. It is the authentic self, the unconditioned part, and the you without patterns. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify various religious beliefs and practices, describe the self in relation to religious beliefs, and explain ways of finding the meaning of life. Let's start. Our body is believed to be made up of three components: the body, soul, and spirit. The body is the physical being that responds to stimuli and communicates with the surroundings. Our sensory organs, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, are our specialized cells and tissues that can receive raw stimuli and translate them to signal our nervous system. These sensory organs associated with each sense send information to our brain to help us understand, perceive the world around us, and communicate to our surroundings. The soul comprises the emotions and thoughts of a person. Our emotions such as sadness, happiness, fear, anger, surprise, and disgust are the voice of our soul, and these emotions affect our thoughts, while the spirit is the intangible aspects that communicates with the deities in the spiritual realm. A deity is a supernatural being like a god or goddess that is worshipped by people who believe it controls or exerts force over some aspect of the world. The word deity means divine nature. It was coined by St. Augustine, a theologian whose writings were very influential in the shaping of Western Christianity. Jesus Christ is the deity of Christian people. Human beings are incomplete without the Spirit. Religion teaches us the value of a higher being who develops our morality and conscience. It is vital that we explore how to nourish the spiritual self through our religious beliefs and practices. The spiritual self. The spiritual self is considered as the higher self, the inner self, and a person's true being that is greatly influenced by a spiritual deity. It is considered as the higher self, the inner self, and a person's true being because, just like what I've said a while ago, it is our authentic self, our unconditioned part, and the us without patterns. In short, this is the true or natural us. Spiritual deities whom people believe vary from one religious group to another. From history, people's lives have been shaped by their religious traditions and practices. Traditions or beliefs sets the foundation for one's action. It is unlimited and no boundaries, while practices is an action which manifests one's beliefs. It is limited by the laws and rules. Meditation practices such as mindfulness, spiritual, focus, movement, mantra, transcendental, progressive relaxation, loving kindness, and visualization increase positive emotions which may yield positive consequences for life satisfaction. But since we are talking about spiritual self, let's focus on spiritual meditation. Spiritual meditation is used in Eastern religions such as Hinduism and Taoism and in Christian faith. It is similar to prayer in which you reflect on the silence around you and seek a deeper connection with your God or universe. This type of meditation allows your inner self to connect to something deeper than your being. It lets you reflect on your own dealings until you become fully aware of your spiritual beings. This can be practiced at home or in a place of worship. This practice is beneficial for those who thrive in silence and seek spiritual growth. Research has also shown that when facing trials, greater religiosity predicts greater subjective well-being mediated by greater social support and meaning in life. Also, individuals with faith in a higher being are able to face life challenges with greater confidence and hope. The impossible becomes possible and the difficult becomes manageable because of divine intervention and guidance. For example, Christians gain a new sense of direction and strength after devoting some time in prayer and meditation of the Bible or the Word of God. We, Filipinos, have a big faith in God. We leave all things to Him because we believe that He watches every one of us. Having faith on Him means believing that we can surpass all the difficulties in life. These two may be heightened with their involvement in small groups of fellow believers and engagement in ministry or outreach activities like attending a mass or having a seminar about the Word of God. The faith in a higher being gives them a sense of purpose, one that is greater than the physical self. The purpose is to believe in oneself and allow God to come into your life and take control. It teaches that we should act toward our fellow human being with honesty, consideration, and concern. This purpose drives them to have emotional stability for their other affairs such as family and career, as faith affects our small daily decisions about how we behave, like our attitude when driving and how we treat our families and work. Spiritual self and coping with stress. According to Dr. Sibala of Stanford University Center for Compassion Altruism Research, spiritual people engaged in practices can help reduce levels of stress. Those practices are prayer, meditation, mindfulness, and relaxation to help you focus on your thoughts and find peace of mind. It has been also observed that the spiritual people are more likely to help the poor through the donations or volunteer work. They are also involved in community services due to they believe to the word of their deity. For instance, in Christians, it is mentioned in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17 that whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and He will reward them for what they have done. Christian believes to this word of God, that's why they do helping through community services such as donations and volunteer work. Spiritually active people cope with stress through meditation rather than overeating or engaging in unhealthy coping behaviors. Meditations provide benefits such as focus on decreased pain and depression, together with improved health and happiness, as meditation can produce a deep state of relaxation and a tranquil mind. During meditation, you focus your attention and eliminate the system of jumbled thoughts that may be crowding your mind and causing stress. This process also results in enhanced with physical and emotional well-being. Religious people choose to spend quality with their family, and they feel a strong sense of belonging to a community of like-minded people. Lastly, spiritual people have a very high regard to prayer. Prayer helps people find comfort by assisting them in dealing with difficult emotions, encouraging forgiveness, and leading healthier relationships as you express your feelings to God. Furthermore, positive emotions, increasing levels of psychological resilience, and improved immune response have been associated with spirituality, as spirituality gives us a higher sense of peace and hope that will give us a better confidence, self-esteem, and self-control. Spirituality is not a simple subject for experiential study. It is actually a complex system that requires serious and dedicated effort. Nevertheless, considering the positive correlation between spiritual, physical, and psychological well-being, health experts and practitioners can undeniably include spirituality in practice in order to help patients recover from their illnesses and have a happier and longer life. Some observational studies suggest that people who have regular spiritual practices tend to live longer. Patients who are spiritual may utilize their beliefs in coping with illness, pain, and life stresses. Some studies indicate that those who are spiritual tend to have a more positive outlook and a better quality of life. According to a survey, cancer patients report that their spirituality helps them find hope, gratitude, possibility in their cancer experiences, and spirituality is the source of their strength that helps them cope, find meaning in their lives, and make sense of the cancer experience as they recover from the treatment. Starting your own spiritual journey. People worldwide have a diverse religious views and practices. The decision to seek spiritual enlightenment is driven by the innate need for meaning. Joining a spiritual group helps people find meaning in their lives. Through the spiritual group, people find connections in troubling times. The connection group helps ease their stress and their depressive symptoms and increase their immune response. With these benefits, it is just essential for us to start embarking on spiritual transcendence. Miller proposed a 5 simple guideline on how to start with our spiritual journey. The first step is start small and make a new habits easy. We are not required to strictly follow a set of beliefs overnight. A spiritual journey is a process and it is progressive. Becoming spiritual can be as simple as staying silent for 5 to 10 minutes a day in a peaceful environment. The second step is commit. It is a matter of perspective. Decide to start and continue with your spiritual journey. Begin with self-love. With growing measures of love, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and gratitude, one can start being more spiritual right away because spiritual commitment reflects a personal depth of faith and it is manifested in both attitude and behaviors. The third step is practice. Just keep on doing and progressing. Human beings must continually practice mindful attention to their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to find experiences in spirituality. You can practice your spirituality through prayer, meditation, chanting, and breathing exercises. The fourth step is study. Explore and relate with others' experiences of spirituality, whether through religion or personal journeys. Seek advice and guidance from people who have been through the same path. It is not bad to seek advice and guidance from people who have been through the spiritual journey. Their advice will be a great help to you in achieving your spirituality faster. And the last, or the fifth step, is choose love and respect. Commit to loving and respecting yourself above all else. Don't do it with others. If you truly accept your own strengths and weaknesses, you can easily and unconsciously offer love and respect to others. Even in awkward, conflicting situations, choose to remain calm and interest with compassion and grace. Remember that going through a spiritual journey makes you better, not just for yourself, but also for your neighbor. Aside from the steps, simple guidelines, you can think of your own practical steps so you can start with your own spiritual pursuit and enjoy it to its fullest. Spirituality is linked to many important aspects of human behavior. Spiritual people have positive relationships, higher self-esteem, are more optimistic, and follow a strong purpose in life. And healthy spirituality gives a sense of faith, wholeness, and balance among the physical, emotional, social, and spiritual aspects of our lives. That's all, best. I hope you understand the lesson. Thank you.